Hello, and welcome to ES Repair. I am your co-host, Mr. Fix-It. In this episode, I'm going to show you how you can convert your old analog cassettes, whether they're 8-tracks, cassettes, or LP records. Yeah, people still use those. But if you want to convert them to DVD or to CDs, like these, you can purchase software. There's a lot of them out there that do different things. I'm going to show you how to use one of them. The adapter, such as this, connects to your USB port, like these. It also contains a portion where you could hook up RCA patch cables. Most of these devices do come with a patch cable. You may have to use either an adapter like this, to where you can convert your 3.5 pin to your RCA plug, or you could use normal patch cables from like tape decks to where you just straight RCA to RCA. They also come with software to where you can edit, correct any kind of flaws that's in it, especially for like LP records. And then once you do your editing, it will allow you to save your files, title them, edit them wherever you want to do, and burn them to your CD. And I'm going to show you how to do all of that. And it's very simple. It is a little time consuming because you're having to listen to your cassette tapes from start to finish while the computer is converting it. Now, some devices will also use your built-in audio device, your sound card. It also has a line input. If that's the case, you can just use a simple adapter that will come from your device with this end, which is a regular headphone jack, to another headphone jack that will plug into the back of your computer. You can also use the regular patch cable here that has the RCA or the 3.5mm to your RCA plug. Either one of them will work if you want to use your computer's sound device. It's optional. Now I'm going to show you how the process is done. The first thing you'll need to do is take the software that the device came with, which contains all your software you'll need or possible drivers that may be needed, insert it into the computer, and install the software. Now, as you look over here, I got my programs already installed. The driver for this device is already built into Windows. I didn't have to install any. Now, what you need to do is hook up your devices. I've got my handy little tape deck over here. All you have to do now here is the back of my tape deck. As you can see to the right, or to the left, I'm sorry, you can see the RCA connectors. This tape deck contains RCA adapter connectors. So what I need to do is plug into my adapter. Make sure you plug them in the right connector. They're also color coded. And the other side, all I have to do is connect it into the device. Be sure you use the proper colors. That way you know your left and your right. Now the device is connected. Next, all you have to do once you get your devices connected to your tape deck, just plug the USB cord in. You hear it ding, the drivers are looked for, and now they're installed. Next, we're going to start the recorder. First thing that pops up on this particular software is it wants to know what my recording device is going to be. It gives you a whole list. I can use my internal sound card on the computer, or I can use the import device. So for this example, I'm going to use the import device. This tells you what the playback device is going to be. Now when I'm using the import device, I need to turn on the simultaneous playback. This will allow me to hear the sound as it's being processed in the computer. The mono recording will merge the left and the right sides. If the audio you're playing doesn't have a separate set left or right sounds, then you can also automatically choose the mono. Now we click OK. Now the software comes up. Here you have your directory. This is where it's going to record the file. This software records in a WAV format, which is rather long. It's uncompressed. But I will show you how you compress it and put it into a format, whether you decide to use MP3 or Windows Media Audio format. And I will show you how to do that. Now we got my program up. We need to change the name. What I like to do, since I'm going to record a whole cassette, I'm going to name it the name of the album. Just like that. This will be the file. This is the name of the album that I'm going to record. Now you can do a test run. Make sure you get your audio levels correct. You don't want them too loud or too soft, otherwise it's not going to record correctly. So let's do a test run. Now, as you can see here, you can see that it's recording, or not recording, but you can see that the sound that's coming through, showing you the levels. Now, you can take this volume control here, and you can also adjust it if you want it to be a little louder, or if you need to soften it some more. And you can see the differences that it makes. So let's put it back where it was at, on 50. Now that we have our audio tested to make sure we have the proper sound level that we want to have, and we have my file name set up to name the album that I'm going to record, the only thing you got to do next is rewind your cassette, hit play, press record. And let the good times roll. Now, as you can see, it shows you how well the sound quality is. Now, during playback, you can actually adjust it up and down. Now, all you have to do next is let this program record the whole entire side of the cassette. The reason for that is the software can detect silence between songs on an album or on a cassette, and will automatically transfer or divide songs for you, as I'm going to show you next. When you analyze tracks under Edit, it wants to know how many songs there were. You tell it how many songs there are. You can have it detect the silence between the tracks, which is, it's okay, but like I said, it may need a little tweaking. Or you can have it create equal lengths of tracks, which it'll take the number or the total length of the track that it recorded and divide it equally into even number of tracks. This example says 15. So now I got 15 all set. I did have to treat these to get it exactly the way it was supposed to be. Now remember, these are recorded in WAV format, which is not compressed. Now, what I want to do is I want to encode these. Under Preferences, I can choose the encoder that I want to use. Here, I've got it set for Windows Media Audio, version 8. I also have a choice to write fast encode, which is an MP3. Now this program here, you have to download the encoder. And it gives you the address where you can get the download the encoder for this program. This one for Windows Media Audio 8 I got from Microsoft.com. The audio quality, you could choose the quality you want the audio to be. Now, if you're going to do simple audio like personal recording or something, you can use 96 kilobits per second. But if you're going to music cassettes that you want to convert to CDs, you can use either 128 or you can use the 192, which is the highest quality. Now remember, the highest you want the audio quality, the bigger and larger the file will become. But the better the sound quality you'll receive. Well, I have my Windows Media Audio set up. So I'll come down here and click OK. Now I'm ready to encode. So I'll just click my icon. It's going to copy my files. Now that my conversion or encoding is complete, now I'm finished with this side. Now once you have all your songs labeled and marked, now you can go into your CD burning software, or you could use Windows Media. You can put the songs in the order that you want. This is to make sure that you are going to know that the warning is once you write to the disk you can't change it. Want to continue. And now it's going to burn. Well, that's the end of this episode. I showed you how you can convert a audio cassette tape, record player, or an 8-track into a simple CD. Thank you for watching. I am your co-host, Mr. Fix-It. Stay tuned for more episodes from ES Repair.